Whilst we're still on lockdown here in Sydney, we're fortunate enough to have some exciting racing to look forward to across the two states. Here at our home base headquarters at Randwick, we've got two runners, VRENELI in the 3-year-old race for us. Coming off a very disappointing run last start. Certainly be forgiving of that. It was a heavy track and he never really travelled at any stage. He never comfortable in his action. He's pulled up fine from that and been very, very happy with his work in between. So certainly feel you can back in with a bit more confidence this time round, particularly now that we're back on top of the ground. The blinkers go on and hopefully we can see that being a big difference for him. We know what he's capable of from his previous preparations. He's certainly much fitter now and looks great. Surf Dancer had his first debut run at Randwick a fortnight ago, and I thought he was excellent on that day. The conditions didn't necessarily suit him as one of the leaders on the day that certainly struggled in the strong headwinds. Just a victim of circumstances. He had a long time off the scene and just bumped into a few race fit horses, but I thought he stuck on very courageously for an imported horse. He showed great tactical speed. He showed a great turn of foot there, just with his fitness giving out late in the piece. So I think this time round, second up, you can certainly see him bouncing back with improvement off that, and very much like to see him making his first win here in Australia for us. Our first runner down in Melbourne for us over the weekend is Chimes. She's been sent down there with a specific 2-year-old and 3-year-old filly program in mind. She's very sharp here, breaking a maiden over the 900 metres at Newcastle last campaign. She returned this time with a really sharp trial in Sydney before we sent her down to Melbourne. She's jumped out in great order down there, and she's a nice sharp filly who's first up at the Valley, so I think that'll be an excellent track for her. She looks well, and yeah, looking forward to seeing her take her place. All That SASS, another one that struggled under the heavy conditions that Sydney was hit with over the last few weeks. She went down to Goulburn and was on a heavy 10. She got back in the run and sort of never really effective, but she can certainly be forgiven for that, as she wasn't necessarily comfortable. That was pretty apparent from the outset. So again, another one that just back on top of the ground, we can really expect some big sharp improvement from her. Her work this week's been excellent. Just sharpened her up with some blinkers during the week, and I think that's had great effect in switching her on going into Sunday's race. Looking forward to one of the more exciting runners over the weekend, his Social Element. He's really in some great form at present. He really appears to be holding that. Very, very happy horse, and really looking forward to him going into Saturday's race, the Crisp Handicap. Obviously, new territory for him once again. But as I said, he's really going from strength to strength and taking great confidence with each victory. So and his fitness improving. So looking forward to Sunday once again with him. Stablemate that will be venturing to Sandown with him is Invincible Jet, who we saw in Kembla Grange last campaign with an impressive victory. He's made the decision to take him down to Melbourne, just felt the program would be suitable for him and an environment where he can thrive, and he looks to have done that in the early stages, as you can see by his latest jump out win. So looking forward to seeing him race first up for us there on Sunday.